My name is Lindsay Kelly, and I'm a graduate research assistant at the Center for 21st Century Universities, Georgia Tech's living laboratory for fundamental change in higher education. Today, I'll be sharing findings from C21U's recent usability testing of its Blockcerts wallet application. For other universities who are in the process of implementing Blockcerts wallet, you may find these insights useful as our team at C21U did. To start off, I'll define Blockcerts and usability testing for those who are unfamiliar with those terms. Next, I'll provide a study and participant overview. Then I'll review performance statistics and key takeaways from the Blockcerts usability testing. Finally, I'll conclude by sharing participant responses to several follow-up questions that we asked them after the usability testing. For those who haven't heard of Blockcerts are decentralized academic credentials powered by blockchain technology that allow college students to combine evidence of learning and achievements into digital, secure, and verified academic credential. Blockcerts are currently housed in a mobile app called Blockcerts Wallet. Additionally, usability testing is a research method that evaluates whether users can use a product by testing their ability to complete core tasks using the product interface. Usability testing insights typically inform product refinements towards the end of the product development cycle. For this usability study, we asked participants to use a clickable prototype of the Blockcerts Wallet app to first download the app, then add Georgia Tech as an issuer, add a credential, and finally share a credential. We conducted 12 sessions with 12 different Georgia Tech students. Half of those students tested the mobile-only version of the Blockcerts Wallet application, and the other half tested a combined mobile and desktop version of the application. Participating students included both undergraduate and graduate students across several majors, representing both American and international students. To protect their privacy, we have not included the names or pictures of the participating students in this presentation. The study results found that users spent on average 9 minutes and 24 seconds completing the tasks we gave them. That also includes the time it took them to raise questions and points of clarification along the way. This was longer than we anticipated it would take. Additionally, typically moderate to significant assistance was needed in order for users to complete the tasks. 8 high-level key takeaways arose from the usability testing study, which I will review in more detail in the subsequent slides. At a high level, those were 1. Give students more context about the Blockcerts app to reduce confusion and establish a common mental model. 2. Eliminate confusing technical terminology. 3. Reduce the need for device switching in and out of the app. 4. Design for trust given the high-stakes nature of maintaining academic records. 5. Better guide users through the process workflow. 6. Better support users as they make key decisions. 7. Automate where possible to reduce required effort by students. And 8. Eliminate the long delay to process student credentials. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 1, give students more context about the Blockcerts app to reduce confusion and establish a common mental model. I'll give you a few minutes to read through. And here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 2, eliminate confusing technical terminology. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 3, reduce the need for device switching in and out of the app. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 4, designed for trust given the high-stakes nature of maintaining academic credentials. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 5, better guide students through the process and workflow. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 6, better support users as they make key decisions and choices. Here are some quotes from students that support key takeaway number 7, automate where possible to reduce required efforts by students. Here are some quotes from students that support the final key takeaway, number 8, eliminate the long delay to process student credentials. Following the usability testing, we asked users several follow-up questions to reflect further on their usability testing experience. First, we asked students to describe their overall impressions of their experience using the Blockcerts application. The predominant reaction to the application was confusion, as well as some disappointment and annoyance. A few quotes are shown on the slide. Next, we asked students if they saw themselves using the Blockcerts application once improved for any of the following credentials. We found that students were more likely to see themselves using Blockcerts for larger items such as their transcripts and formal training rather than minor achievements like attending a seminar. However, they were also interested in using Blockcerts to capture a more holistic representation of their activities and accomplishments on campus, such as community service activities, extracurricular activities, honors, and professional organization involvements. When asked what, if anything, students understood the value of Blockcerts to be for them personally, a number of students still didn't see a clear value to them after using the application. Others, after some hesitation, mentioned a number of potential convenience of the mobile access, security, as well as the benefits of avoiding processing fees generally associated with obtaining transcripts. Finally, some students said that there would only be value if recruiters and other college admissions were demanding that they use Blockcerts. We asked students to imagine that the Blockcert they received was real, and then asked how they would imagine themselves using that Blockcert. The majority of students said that they would like to have their Blockcert appear on their LinkedIn profiles, specifically under the education and skills area. This was different than what was initially imagined, which was that students might want to share out their Blockcerts via social media posts. Some students also said that they would like to send the Blockcerts to themselves to back it up, as well as that they wouldn't use it unless it was being asked of them or required of them. We also asked some more technical questions about the features that our C21U developer team was considering, such as the QR scanner. The QR scanner had generated significant confusion, and a number of students didn't see a clear need for it. We also asked students whether they would prefer to use the single device to complete the tasks or whether they prefer the flexibility of a multi-device experience. There was some mixed feedback from students on that question. However, everyone agreed that too much flipping between devices should be avoided. Finally, we asked participants if they had any final thoughts. Some offered a few suggestions. However, the majority of participants still voiced lingering questions about the value of blockchain, as well as the need to educate users on how it benefits them in the context of academic credentials specifically. Our next steps at C21U are to, first, address the usability testing key takeaways in the next version of the Blockcerts application. Second, continue to share the usability testing findings with other universities that are in the process of introducing Blockcerts to their campuses. And third, host a service design workshop to gain a better understanding of the other groups who may eventually use Blockcerts, such as faculty, student services, and recruiters. We hope you enjoyed this share out of C21U's Blockcert wallet usability testing. In case of questions, feel free to contact me by email. Thank you.